Club Talk. Brodie. Yeah, baby, it's that Club Talk. Yeah, baby, it's that Club Talk. You're now listening to that Club Talk. And now, your host, Brodie. 1, 2, 1, 2, ha! All right, we are back with another episode of Cloth Talk Podcast. I want to thank y'all for tuning in, following, rating, subscribing, leaving comments, all that good stuff. Shout out to all you guys. I appreciate you for listening. Right off the bat, I traveled for my very first video podcast. We are in Cleveland, Ohio, West Side specifically. Right now I got a special guest with me, a good friend of mine, going back to the college days. I know her as Miss James, but if you bought her album, you'll see a different name on there. It says A.M The Queen. How are you doing, Miss Queen?
I'm Gucci. How you doing?
You good? You doing good?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're going to get right into it. I want to talk about the album.
Okay.
Or EP. Yeah. Just 5 records. Nice, short and sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about the creation of Love on Replay.
Okay. Well, I knew I wanted to talk about love, and I knew that, it's broad topics of love. It's not just romantic love. It's brotherly love. It's the love of God. So we talk about, or rather, I'm talking about all of that.
Okay. Tell me if I'm wrong. I had a theory that this EP, when I listened to it in its entirety, that it was inspired by one person. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I in a ballpark?
It was a song, a couple songs that are on there that was inspired by one person.
What song is that?
I Want to Know. Yeah. And then, of course, the last one, Love on Replay, that was just talking about the love of God, period.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So, going track by track, because what I'm going to do, we're going to stop and I'm going to play all these songs one by one, and then we'll come back in. Now, when you were creating this, what came first? The writing? Did you do the instrumentation first? Because you produced this whole record.
Yeah. Right.
So how did the creation come? Did you start with the beats first? Were you writing first? The ideas come? How did you put it together?
I'm gonna just tell you, it's always a sound on the inside of me. So it was always a sound. So it'll be like with the first one, I just start singing.
Really?
Love in the air.
So that just came.
It was.
So that wasn't something that you wrote down.
No, I just literally I gotta record this, and I just started recording it, and then I built the beat around that sound. You know what I'm saying? That song.
Okay.
And so it all come differently for real. A lot of times I'll build the beat around what I sung, or I'll just have a beat and I'll be like, oh, this will sound funky right here. I'm gonna sing this right here. So yeah.
Talk to me about the title, Love on Replay. Where did that title come from?
Actually, my best friend, Jimmy, we was downstairs. He like, I want to make a beat with you. So I showed him a beat. You know how you get in the studio and you just name something real quick, like boom. So I named it Love. Mm-hmm. And he was like, I want to hear this. I want to hear you sing. I just want to celebrate. I just want to celebrate. And then he was like, Love on Replay. And when he said that, I'm like, that's how I'm gonna name the album.
Just like that.
Yeah. It
really?
Was just like, that's Love on Replay. So I ain't gonna lie, I literally finished Love on Replay, wrote every the actual rapping part of it. A little bit before I put it on Tidal and came out with the actual CD. So I had finished recording and doing all that stuff. 2 days before I did that.
Really?
Like, man, I want to say it was a day because it was on Sunday.
So it was like last minute.
Last minute getting it in.
Man.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. So in its entirety, all 5 records, how long would you say did it take to put the whole thing together? A couple months, weeks?
Well,
how long did you work on it?
I had been working on it since I got the equipment. So I got the equipment like late February. And I had been working on them songs from then until the day that I was like, boom, somebody was like, you need to do a album release party.
Yeah.
And I did that.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did. I did an album release party. It was pretty dope too. It was really dope. A lot of people came out to support me and stuff like that. So it was then I'm like, well, I gotta start getting this stuff together. So I did the album release party August 19th. So from late February to August 19th, I just took my time. Because you know, as a producer, you make beats and you just, I feel like finishing this right now. I got all I got. I throw it to the side. So I started listening to stuff that I threw to the side. And I was like, all right, I'm using this, I'm using this.
Just like that.
Just like that.
Perfect. Yeah. Prior to this EP that you put out, Love on Replay, did you always want to put out your own body of work? Was that something that you consciously thought of, like one day I'm gonna put out an album, I'm gonna put out some little project, or did this kind of happen organically?
Well, I mean, you know, like that's always something I've been wanting to do since school. You know what I'm saying? It was just hard at the time because I ain't had the equipment, and then too, you go into school with people they want to do their own thing. You feel me? So it's like, boom, you cool, you can help me sing background, but you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna focus on my own stuff. That's how, I mean, that was my reality. That was my truth. So I had to wait until I got my own stuff. Yeah. I did have somebody that I was working with on a project, but it was just not a consistent thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, was it scheduling time?
It wasn't so much scheduling. It was like, you know, if a person don't have a stable place to stay, like you can only do what you can do. You know what I'm saying? So
that's true. So
that was
always want to put out one.
Oh yeah. It came at the right time, even though it didn't happen when I wanted to. It was right time. Yeah.
Perfect. What's your definition of love?
Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is not boastful. It's not envious. It don't rejoice in evil. It always hopes, it always loves, it always perseveres. And I'm skipping some stuff, but that's a scripture. You know what I'm saying? That's what love is.
Straight from the good book.
Straight from the good book.
Yes. Talk to me about the name A.M The Queen. Where did that come from? Because, like I said, I know you as Miss James.
Yeah.
Well, when I seen the album art, which is lovely, you shot that yourself, did you?
I told one of my dudes I take pictures of the shooting, and then I just made the album Photoshop.
Really?
Yeah.
That looks really good.
Thank you.
Like, man, look at this.
Appreciate it, yeah.
But yeah, A.M The Queen. Where did that come from?
So, like, you know, everybody called me Miss James at school. Yeah. And then once I started taking pictures, it was Queen James version, right?
Okay.
Because that was the first name of my photography, first photography business, right? And Queen James version. So most people be like, Queen James. And I ain't gonna lie, there was a lot of controversy because I'm in the church too. So Queen James version is actually a Bible that it's a gay friendly Bible. And
ruffle a little feathers, huh?
Yeah, I ain't want to ruffle too many feathers. So I'm just like, you know, my name is Annette Mara, so A.M The Queen. That's perfect. You feel me?
So that's where that came.
That's where that came from. Yeah.
I was wondering. And do you want to go by that from now instead
I
of Miss James? You want people to call you A.M.
They could call me A.M, but it's A.M The Queen. Yeah.
You want the whole thing.
The whole situation. Give me everything. Chance the Rapper, A.M The Queen. Give it all.
So when you introduce yourself to people, hi, I'm A.M The Queen.
It just depends on the setting. Like, if I'm performing somewhere, yeah, I'm going to say, they call me A.M The Queen.
Mm-hmm. Staying on this topic of love, would you say you have a fascination with love? Or that's something that, like I said, when we were on the phone prior to recording this, I said, you're a person that love just oozes out of you. Am I wanting something like, it seems like you have an aura of like just love about you.
That's a good thing.
Is that accurate?
I mean, you my friend, you've been my friend for a while, so I mean, you see it, and that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
But
has it always been that way for you though?
Oh, I was a bitter little bee.
So that wasn't always a
I mean, when I was a kid, I was like,
were you a little brat? They was like,
nah, I was just evil.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? But growing up and really like, all I can talk about is my experience receiving the love of God, like, and just coming to that knowledge, like, dang, this great guy in the sky, this master chemist, this master scientist, this master individual in the sky that created me, loved me in spite of all the downfalls and all the character flaws I have. And so I think experiencing that, like, you get a measure of something, you give it back. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, and you keep receiving more of it. So
when you first, let's say, fell in love with God, were you kind of resistant at first? Did you not want to accept it? Because I'm hearing you said when you were younger, you weren't the most loving of people. So you were said you were evil.
Yeah.
When you started getting into religion and going to church and accepting, God's love, were you, like I said, kind of resistant at first, or do you just accept it? Were you ready and open to it?
It's a process, man. I grew up in the church, so we heard about who God was. We seen people screaming in the church, wigs falling off, looking crazy.
They call it the Holy Ghost,
right? You know what I'm saying? Well, he wasn't running, so they ain't catching him. He wasn't trying to get away from him, but they felt that power of God, and like I seen that, so like it took for an experience to really like dang, like this dude, I felt something real, like this feeling I got, like what is this is different, and just like having that, like boom, I come to God, like man, give me a desire to want to read the Bible, because you gotta have a desire for it. That's why people don't read it. And like these and thous, like I don't understand these. I had a desire. I'm like, let me read this.
So you were hungry.
I was hungry for it, and I wanted to know about it. I didn't want nobody to be able to tell me like this is that, and then just go off of what they said. I wanted to know it for myself. And so when the Bible says, seeking you will find, as I sought the Lord, I started finding him for real. And I started finding him in situations. I started finding him in just real life. And so experiencing that love, like, it's all, and I don't refer, me, you know how I go. I don't refer to it as a religion, it's a relationship. So like, it's a process. Any relationship, you've been with Whitney for 8 years?
Yeah.
8 years, right?
Going on 9.
So it's like, it was a process. Or I remember the first time I was there, you know what I'm saying?
You were.
I was there, so I remember the process to see where y'all is now.
Yeah.
And y'all, you know what I'm saying? Not only did y'all fall in love, but y'all had to stay in love. And
you introduced me to my wife. You
yeah.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. That was my roommate, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, like that took a process, and it's the same thing with God. So it was like I opened up as I went along, and still opening up now.
You still growing.
Still growing, and still it's about the level of vulnerability that you're willing to have. You know what I'm saying?
When you were when you started diving into your relationship with God, the people around you, did they tell you that you were changing? Like you seem different? Like you're not the same person. Did you get that feedback or energy? Did you lose so-called friends? People talk about you.
College was like, man, that was
that defining moment for that.
That was that defining moment when I was like, I had friends that they love God, but they weren't trying to give up. They weren't trying to make that sacrifice. Like, boom, I'm about to sacrifice. Start smoking weed. I'm about to sacrifice. Smashing anybody who want to get it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
just on a rampage.
Right, I'm about to sacrifice this, the stuff that's pleasurable for me, just so I could like not be distracted from actually figuring out who this guy is that they talking about in the Bible.
How hard was that?
That was hard, man. I ain't had no friends for real. Like I had to ask God for friends. I had to ask God to bring people around me that had the same desires as I did, and He did. Like He definitely started doing it. Bringing people around me that I was real cool with. To this day, got beautiful relationships with these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, that I never kicked it with when I was doing my thing, when I was living my, you know, when I was pleasing my flesh.
Yeah.
So I just, you know, yeah.
Amazing. I want to go back to Love on Replay.
All right.
When I listen to this, and I listen to it a lot, I listen to it while I'm driving, even when I'm working out, even though it's not that type of music to work out to, I still listen to it. Because it's good to me. Now, what I do want to ask, as far as the instruments, the beat making, it sounds like, well, I can appreciate it. It doesn't sound like you're trying to chase a certain sound or what's popping or what's hot or what's trendy right now. It's like you just went in there, original ideas, and you just went in and laid it all out there. Yeah. Is that true? Like how you did it? You just wasn't, oh, I needed to sound this way. I need the 808s.
Of course, I like my 808. I love that sound, but I like, you know, I play for my church, and so I'm playing chords, and so a lot of the sounds that you hear, I'm getting these from church songs. You know what I'm saying? These chords. So it was like that. It wasn't like boom. I got a sound on the inside of me that's not the same as everybody else. You know.
When you creating it, when you laying the instrumentation down, did you constantly in your mind, I have to make this sound like love? It needs to sound inviting, free. It needs to sound welcoming. As you were putting it down, you consciously were thinking that sound? It
was like this. It was just like, you know how like sometimes we got a sound right now that's kind of dirgy, if you will. It's like it's a sad melody, if you will. Or it might even sound like, you know, a lot of rappers or producers, they sample horror horror movie soundtracks or whatever, and they you know what I'm saying, you know, they loop them and they put they stuff down, and so I didn't want that sound. You know what I'm saying? It's certain sounds that it could hit your heart and make you feel sad. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want that sound either. I'm very conscious of how a chord can make a person feel on the inside. You know what I'm saying? So like, I definitely was conscious of like, no, I can't be in no real, like, no minor tones. Like, I gotta have some.
Now, are you trained on piano, or are you self-taught? You just figured it out as you?
I was self-taught. Like, I started at like, maybe I want to say like 5 or 7 years old. Went between them numbers, or between those ages rather. And it wasn't until I got like into the 12th grade that I had a lady for about, I want to say like 6 months. She showed me a few things. She really just showed me some fingering stuff, but I couldn't finish with her because of the type of program I was in.
What was the program?
So I was in like early college when I was in high school.
Okay.
And so like they get like, you could take these music credits, but it was only so much you could take. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting piano lessons from this lady. I'm like, shoot, I'm about to use this, get these piano lessons. You feel me? So like after that, those 2 quarters was up. They like, nah, you chalk. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't go back for her. But it was just like a self-taught thing, and now it done got so good. Like if I hear it by ear, I'm gonna find it. You feel me? Yeah. I'm gonna find it.
Wow. Do you think a person can be in love with more than one person?
Yes.
Yes.
I do.
You do. 100%.
100%. Been in there. I've been there.
You been there?
Weird. Yeah, it was weird.
Was it?
It was weird. It's like,
but you loved them, as in a relationship wise, like where?
Yeah, like
it was weird.
And I was younger too,
but it was possible for you to love.
I feel like it is possible to love 2 people at the same time. Like, think about this. Think about this. Ain't new. There's nothing new under the sun. Yes. And I'm not like, oh yeah, I'm for this now. But like, think about men in that time when they had more than this polygamous. Like, had more than one wife. You know what I'm saying? Solomon had, he had 300 wives and 700 concubines. He had a band of them boys. Right? Now, I ain't gonna say he loved all 1,000. But it had to be a percentage in there that he loved at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I feel like it is possible to love 2 people. I'm not gonna say you love one more, you love one. I don't know if it's a balance. Yeah, like
that's what I was getting. See, that's the trick. Now, most people say you can't love 2 people. Yeah. Either you're gonna love one more than the other. You're gonna spend more time with the other one. The other one's gonna feel neglected. If you see that jealousy, emotions, all types of stuff get involved. But Now, when you were experiencing that, how did you manage it well? I mean,
I don't think I managed it well. Like, again, I was young. But
y'all all knew about each other?
No, I ain't right.
You kept one under the closet?
One knew, and the other one didn't. It's kind of like that.
It was better that way?
Yeah, it was better that way.
Okay. But go ahead. You said you didn't manage it well.
I didn't manage it well, but at the same time, it's like, when I feel like when other people say you can't do that, is one, because they haven't experienced it, and two, because of course people gonna project what they can't do onto you at the end of the day. Like, oh, I ain't never did. I don't think that's real. You know what I'm saying? So of course they gonna project how they feel and their experiences on to you, and in their mind it's your reality as well. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that wasn't my reality. I'm like, I love this person, and I didn't fall in love with this person, and I'm struggling with my emotions.
So you were torn.
I was torn in between the two, because I really wanted to be with you, but I really want to be with you too. You know what I'm saying?
That's tough.
That was tough.
How long did this last? The situation?
The situation, well, obviously I was with the other person for like 5 years. Then the other individual, I knew them first. But they weren't ready for that.
Really?
So I had to, I still had feelings, but I still had to move on, kind of thing. And it was like, dang, I love both of you cats. Like, it was some of that. So the other one got laid by the wayside.
Laid by the wayside. Yeah. Do you still keep in contact with these individuals?
One, no,
really?
They got chopped.
They got chopped.
They do too much. The other one, we still, hit each other up, comment on the pictures.
So it's no bad blood.
Ain't no bad.
Okay, everybody's good.
Everybody's good.
Do you have a favorite record of yours that's on Love on Replay? Do you have a favorite?
It's hard, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, because like I love them all so much. Like, even in the air, like, to somebody else that don't like that type of sound, they be like, that's booty. But me, I'm thinking about, they just put Fame on the radio. Or Fade, rather. Kanye West Fade, right? And that's that, you know what I'm saying? He ain't really got no lyrics in it. He pretty much saying the same thing. He got a lot of sounds in there. I'm like, that's what I'm trying to go for. I like that. But that was like, when I heard that, I'm like, ooh, wee! You know how I go. You in the studio, like, what is going on?
That's right.
And all of them, they all my favorite for real. But if I had to pick one, like one I would perform the most, is like, I Want to Know. Like, because that boy hit. To me, the chords of that boy, the drums, all that stuff, it's hitting.
That's my favorite too.
See, I hear that a lot too.
I love that one. That's my favorite. Let's do this. We'll take a quick break. Let's actually play that record, your favorite. What's the title of it? Go ahead and introduce it.
So you listen to A.M The Queen, I Want to Know.
Feel so beautiful. I want to know. How do you make me feel so beautiful? I want to know, how do you make me feel so beautiful? I want to know, how do you make me feel so beautiful? Minus lust, that we can't get enough. My love will grab you some pain. I wanna know what you gain. I wanna know through the rain and the pain and the game when you really mean to say. Cause I be thinking about it. Cold world, dream, feeling about it. Sometimes we running with the relay, going crazy on the track. Hell, might take a pill about it, but nah. Finally, is it a fantasy? And it began, it been playing, it been trying to be. Cause I done box all my exes out the PlayStation where you walk. So no need to compete. I want to know, how do you make me feel so beautiful?
must be shitting on the John. I'm on the plane, so I'm sitting in the sky. This is the pilot, so this love is gonna be fine. I just ponder on the thought and on the answers where you got me feeling pretty. There's no price, but how much will it cost to be close to you like T-Pain and Drizzy?
All right, we're back. You just listened to I Want to Know by A.M The Queen off Love on Replay EP. Where can they get it if they wanna buy this? Where?
You could buy it on iTunes, Apple. You can listen to it on Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify. It's on Pandora. It's on some other radio outlets that I have no idea.
Really?
iHeartRadio.
iHeartRadio.
You know,
okay.
you go to through CD Baby. They be having a whole bunch of stuff. You're like, dang. So you get exposed to all of that. YouTube.
It's all
music,
there.
It's all there. Amazon, Google Play.
Man, available everywhere.
Yeah.
All right. Make sure y'all go support. Stay on the topic of love. How does one know that they are in love? How do you know?
How do I know?
Because everybody has their own definition of what love is. Some people don't even know if they're in love.
Right. I think for a net.
Yes.
For A.M The Queen. I think we all have a level of vulnerability with people that we have relationships with, period. Whether it's a friend or a partner. You know what I'm saying? Any type of ship that you're in, you have a level of vulnerability, right?
Yes.
But on this particular topic of falling in love, for me, it's like, man, I'm letting all my guards down. Like, I'm not afraid of being hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm not paralyzed by fear to the point where I got all these walls up. Like, I feel like when you fall in love with somebody, like all the walls that you usually have when you're supposed to protect your heart, you let them fall down, tumbling down.
Now, is that a decision, or does that person play a role in you letting those walls go down?
I think it's both. I think both. It's definitely it's a decision, but it's also like, what are you showing me that makes me feel safe enough to do that? So if you're showing me something that makes me feel safe, well, let me pull this down real quick.
You show a little bit more.
Yeah, show a little bit more. Then it's like that point where you feel just totally free. Like, I might just see what's gonna happen.
Then heartbreak comes.
Heartbreaks and 808s.
Heartbreaks and 808s. Would you say you've been in love more times than your heart has been broken?
That's a good question. I ain't gonna lie, I've been a dog, so.
So you've been the heartbreaker. You've been breaking the hearts?
I wouldn't say so. I have. I wouldn't say so.
Now, intentionally or?
No, I'm a lover, so I'm never.
All right, I would say we talking about love on replay. You breaking hearts?
But I definitely had my stages. I feel like a lot of people get them stages where they just like, I got my heart broken, so as a result of getting my heart broken, I'm like, oh, I'm about to be a dog. You know what I'm saying? So that was young. That was younger than that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like. But also sometimes, you know, you if you not in a monogamous relationship and you want to have a little fun, you know, and you're a lover, sometimes people want to hold on to that love and they don't want you to give it to nobody else, right? And so that's where a lot of those instances where people got their heart broke because it's like you knew what it was when you first started talking. Yep. And now I done gave you all this good love, right? All this good just attention and all that, you know. And so now it's like, dang, I want to keep that to myself. But in those times, it's like, I got to spread it with everybody.
You want to show love to everybody.
Show love to everybody.
Everybody needs some love.
But to answer your question.
Yes. Got off on a little tangent. Right, being in love more than your heart has got broken. Yes or no?
I think, yeah.
More love than more heartbreak for you?
More love than more heartbreak.
Yeah. Yes, but you have done your fair share of heartbreaking.
Unintentional heartbreak.
Unintentional. Would you like to take the opportunity to apologize to these people or no?
Of course. I mean,
If anyone's
I would
listening,
like to take the opportunity to apologize to you again, baby, because I know I apologized the first several times.
Several times.
Yeah, not so much I did it in a row, but like, or I broke your heart a whole bunch of times. I know I'm the type of person that I apologize and I could do it back and apologize again. You
Really?
Yeah.
You just, I'm sorry.
It's like, I just want you to know, like, I never meant to hurt you.
Right.
I never meant to make you cry, but tonight I'm cleaning out my closet.
That's right. Oh, I love it. Hey, when did you realize you had a musical gift? What was that moment, age, or when can you pinpoint that moment?
It was those, of course, church, like,
right. As you said, you were brought up in the church.
Yeah, being in church, hearing that sound and like hearing those chords, and literally it was like a orgasm to my ears. You feel me? And it was in them. I'm like, it wasn't so much like I realized I had a gift. It was just like, boom, I realized like I love music. You know, because I didn't realize I could be a producer till we linked up. You know what I'm saying? So like, I didn't know it was there. You know? But yeah.
So it's in the church. You realize like what I'm hearing. I really like this. Yeah, it makes me feel good. It sounds good.
It's beautiful.
Okay, and you said about the teacher that taught you piano classes. Mm-hmm. That's when you kind of, did you really dive in it hard at that moment, or was it a gradual?
I think what she brought to me was more of sharpening of skills, because I had already been playing chord. Like, I was playing like at a church when I was like in the 12th grade. Already.
So you already knew how to play?
Yeah, I already knew how to play. I was creating songs. I knew how to play a lot of gospel songs when I was in the 12th grade. Like, I literally go on the internet, go on Google, what's the chorus for this song? And because I know, okay, boom, that's A flat. I know that's C7 minor. I know that, right? So I know I could go to the chord or to keyboard and play that. And so I already knew she was just sharpening up my skills. Like, boom, let me teach you how to do, you know what I'm saying, some skills with your fingers. So.
Yeah. I want to take it back to your college days. My Soul.
My Soul, yeah.
How did you join that conglomerate? I mean, so much talent in that group there. Yeah. How did that come about?
So really it just started off singing background, man. Singing background. And
was that something you had to audition for, or
no,
do y'all just
kind of like ask, singers.
Yeah, you sang, right? Come on. It was like one of them type things.
Yeah, it was really one of them type of things.
Oh, man.
And I remember like the first practice they had, I missed it because look, we had a party right in front of the, you know what I'm saying, the student center. So I'm kicking it. We had a barbecue,
Yeah.
And I missed it the first one. He's like, yo, you can't miss no more. I'm like, my bad. That was an error. So I feel like at that time I was showing a lot more dedication to it than probably some of the members, not all of the members, but a few members that was in the group. And it was like,
so you were all in. You were like, you know what? Let's do it.
I was rocking with them. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't the best singer at all by no means.
So much talent, right?
Nah, yeah, definitely not. But you know what I'm saying? Like he just asked me one day, Remy.
Shout out to Remy Williams. That guy. I see you out there. He's doing some big things.
Doing a lot, man.
He's doing a lot.
Well, before she's just doing a lot of big things. It's good to see.
Remy, if you're listening, I need to have you on this podcast. Reach out to me, all right? I will leave the links in the description. But yeah, go ahead, continue.
100, yeah. So, and I feel like they kind of they prepared me for real, like being up under them.
In My Soul?
Oh yeah, they was more mature singers. Man. They definitely got me together. I was like the little puppy of the group.
So it was a learning process for you?
It was a learning process. And then I think the thing that I added to the group was, she a rapper.
Right, yeah.
Rappers in the group.
Because you rhyme too.
Yeah.
A lot of people think you just, she's good with the singing and she can play the keyboard well. Yeah. But you got bars.
You don't be knowing, Jay, bro.
Remember 211B? 211B? You and Sigwit?
Yeah, Sigwit.
Y'all would go hard.
We was going hard. Sigwit. Hey, Whitney Barkley got them bars. Don't let the Oprah fool you. She got them bars.
You got her Oprah.
Always.
That's right. Have you had a chance to perform any of these records yet?
Yeah.
You have. How were those experiences?
They was cool. I got a lot of good feedback, and it was cool. It was the album is so diverse that I could sing it in the church. I could sing a song from what I'm saying, from the EP in church, and I could sing one at a function. You know what I'm saying?
So it works everywhere.
Yeah, it can work everywhere.
Nice.
And then it's like boom. Oh, she playing the piano and rapping at the same time. I ain't never seen nobody do that.
Is that hard? Like,
yeah.
I would say, how did you?
Yeah.
Okay, your mind is going to get the words out, but then you're functionally.
It's like boom, but your fingers, they have memory, like that finger memory. So it's like I already know.
So you just going in.
Yeah, as long as I got a beat, I got a rhythm, it's good.
You can catch it.
I can catch it. Yeah.
Man, is there a song on here that you don't like? Better yet, scratch that. Are you a perfectionist? Meaning, when you were creating these songs and when you listen back to them now, do you hear things that you could have done differently?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I should have instead of that, I should have did this. Why did I do that? You're hearing things differently. So your perfectionist.
It's just like you want that best sound, that best quality.
Give me a record in particular that you hear back, that you listen back to, like I should have instead of, or
Look into your eyes.
Look into your eyes.
That one.
Yes.
The vocals, I should turn it down.
Stuff like that. Little nuances. Like, do you get real specific on things like a snare, a clap, a hi-hat, a shaker?
What you mean,
like as far as like specific instrument, like maybe a snare, you hear like I should have used a different snare or a different clap or a different maraca sound, a different shaker, a different drum. You listen that hard.
It'd be like, that puppy was dry. But the beautiful thing about when you editing stuff and you listening to it on both the speaker and the earphones, you gonna hear them differences anyway. So it's like, and then like. I learned this from another producer. He, if he feel like he finished, MP3 it, play it in the car.
Yeah.
Play it in the car. If
That's what I do.
Yeah. It sound garbage, you take note. Like, gotta change that.
Back to the drawing board.
Back to the drawing board.
Did you have a lot of scrap stuff that you threw away from this project? Is there more songs that could have been on here that you just...
it could have been like 2 or 3 more songs.
Really?
For sure.
Did you feel like they weren't meeting the theme of...
I had a deadline. I put myself on a deadline.
You had a cutoff point and they just didn't make it. They wasn't good enough, or they wasn't finished?
They wasn't finished. Like, I had a time period. And then it was so crazy because the moment that you step out on faith to do something that's bigger than what you've ever done before, like I'm throwing my first listening party. I've always been the type of person, I ain't gonna throw no party. I don't think nobody gonna come. That was always something that I had in my subconscious. So I'm like, forget that. I'm about to do it anyways, right?
Yeah.
Equipment started messing up. So it was like, man, God, you know, I'm trying to do this. What's going on? And so it was that, like, boom, and it was something simple. And so like it was easy little fix. Easy fix. And by the time I had got around to it, it's like, we got a couple days left. That's why I said Love on Replay got finished in a couple days.
Wow.
Yeah.
So those two are they going to be on another project, or are you just going to hold them for now?
I might hold them and put them on BeatStar and sell them. You know what I'm saying?
Just sell them.
Yeah, like I might lease them.
Just
why not?
All right, they're there. I want to talk about because we're in Cleveland, born and raised, which you are.
100.
I want to talk about the music scene in Cleveland.
Yeah.
We haven't seen anything big come out of Cleveland since the days of Kid Cudi, MGK. We got Bone Thugs and Harmony.
We got EC or Ray Jr.
Ray Jr. Educate me on this fella.
No, I'm trying to think of some songs. Yeah, I've been getting paid. I've been in the wave.
He's from
Cleveland. EC from East Cleveland.
He's from East Cleveland.
Yeah, they call that's like an actual city.
Oh, actual city.
East
Okay.
Cleveland, yeah.
Now, you being in Cleveland and being from Cleveland, What's some misconceptions people may have about as far as the talent and the music here in this city?
I think, and I'm gonna be honest, I think that's any city, as we speaketh.
Yes.
There is only mumbo rappers that come out of here because it's a lot of people who have great marketing skills, but they're mumbo rappers for real. You know what I'm saying? They can do a music shoot, but you listening to how they cadence to what they're talking about is garbage, and I feel like
a bunch of nothing.
What they're talking about is
What
a bunch of nothing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's their experience. You know what I'm saying? I can't take that away from them. But
right.
you know, you talking about your experience. You ain't really got no bars. You kind of offbeat a little bit. It'd be some of that, or it's more like a party sound. Like we trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to smoke. I'm trying to drink off of this. I'm trying to kick it. I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm seeing from Cleveland.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing a real heavy representation of, not gonna say actual artists, but actual artists.
Because I feel like when I listen to your music and others, I feel like Cleveland has much more to offer.
We do.
And it doesn't seem like that gets noticed at all.
It don't, because this is the time of the mumbo rapper.
It is. It's dominant right now.
It's dominant right now. I'm just going to put this out, and then in 2 years we can come back and hear this. It's got 2 years left, and we're moving on.
You putting a stamp on it?
I'm putting a stamp on it.
2 years.
2 years.
Are you going to be part of this change?
I'm going to be a part of the change. I believe that. For real.
So you're not stopping?
I ain't stopping. You know?
So you're on a mission. You want to put Cleveland on a different stratosphere, so to speak, to show that Cleveland has more to offer than the mumbo rap.
I want to show that Cleveland got more to offer than the mumbo rap.
Yeah.
That, you know, I told you this when we talked before, and I don't know if that's part of your questions, but
I
do want to represent a group of people that are not represented in this sound, in this music wave right now.
Elaborate. What group is that?
That's the businesswoman.
Yes.
You know, that's the black man who went to college who didn't sell drugs. Who did. All black men don't do that. You know, all black men. That's not. I don't think that how we're represented in the music industry is a true representation of our people. That's a subculture, if you will, of our people. And I feel like they've magnified this subculture to make it look like we're all like that. Yeah. And we're all, not all black women don't shake, excuse me, my language, don't shake their ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? All black women, that ain't, some black women don't. And it's no shade to the stripper. Right. Because I didn't, you know, gave a couple dollars to her.
You dibbled and dabbled.
I dibbled and dabbled and gave a couple, you know what I'm saying? I wish I could take it back.
It.
I enjoyed it for the moment.
Yes, but that's not who you are.
That ain't who I am. And so, and that's not who most black women are either. I know some phenomenal black women.
Doing their thing. Positive, brilliant,
non-for-profit organizations. They got their LLCs. They got businesses, and they're underrepresented in the music industry. You
want to hold the torch for those people.
I want to hold the torch for those people. I want to talk about investing the bag and getting it back. You know
I love it. Now, with that being said, being that you want to hold that torch and stick the flag when it's all done, do you think you have support in that? Are there others like-minded like you to join with you in that fight?
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't found anybody that's in music that's on that in this city. And I'm just talking about literally people that own businesses that got multiple streams of income. Let's talk about that person, for instance. Yeah. I don't know nobody that, you know what I'm saying, in music that's doing that right now in my city. You know what I'm saying? That I know personally. So most of the people that I deal with, that I do get support from, are people that have multiple streams of income, but they're not in music. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They in a non-for-profit organization. They in dance. They in this. They in that. Media. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah.
Sounds like, so you said 2 years.
2 years. 2 years. Mumble rap, man. And
it's out of here.
It's out of here. It's gonna be a new wave of good sound and good quality music. I believe that for real, because our people particularly, it's the time is here, but we kind of getting tired of hearing about guns and smoking weed. When we
Right.
don't
Everybody don't want to turn up every day.
Everybody don't want to turn up, and everybody don't have the means to do that. Not even like financially, but like I don't got the time to do that. I got a business to run.
People are out here living real life.
Living real life. You know what I'm saying? So,
so you think eventually that'll die out? People will get tired, and it'll phase its way out, and then
and
there'll
I think
be
people are another piece of my message. Sorry to cut you off.
You good?
Is, the struggle. The oppression of the African American, dealing with institutional racism, that just don't affect the black man that's in the street, that affect the black woman that's in a corporate organization.
Yep.
You feel me? A black ball player could have $100 million in his bank account, go into a jewelry store and still get asked questions because of institutional racism. So I'm talking about, this next project, we talking about everything. Politics, all that.
It's all in there.
All that. And so what I mean is, I think that the people are they hungry to hear something else.
That's right. And we're gonna talk about your new project that you're working on when we come back from this break. What you want to play next from Love on Replay?
Play Love on Replay.
The title track.
Play the title.
There you go. There you have it. This is J. Brodie, A.M The Queen, Love on Replay. You're listening to the title track, Love on Replay. Keep it locked.
Even when I sin, I call it loyalty.
All right, welcome back. That was Love on Replay off the EP Love on Replay with A.M The Queen. I keep wanting to say Miss James.
It's a habit, right?
I gotta adjust to A.M The Queen. Do you consider Cleveland part of the East Coast?
I mean,
everybody has this debate with me because they say it's right there. Erie, PA is right up there. Because I'm from Philly, and I always hear like, yo, same thing. I'm like,
Pretty
all
much.
right.
Yeah. I consider it Midwest, which Ohio is Midwest.
So he's Midwest.
Style wise, we look like niggas from Philly. Like our dudes, like
Y'all do.
pretty much.
I seen a couple bearded fellas out there. They seen a couple Tims.
You see your boots on the ground.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about, and I'll bring it back, but before during break, we were talking about the current state of music and how it's going, and you're projecting 2 years is out of here. A new wave is coming. Now, we were talking about doing anything for the bag.
Yeah.
When we listen to music today, it seems like it's strictly for the bag.
Of course.
I don't get any sincerity in it. It doesn't seem like it means anything to that artist. Like, hey, I need this bag. I need these shows. I got to go on tour. And to say the least, sell their soul for the bag. Yeah. Your thoughts on that? My
thoughts is the love of money. Let me say that again.
Yes.
The love of money is the root to all evil. I hear a lot of rappers say money is the root to all evil. No, it ain't. God created monetary systems. How you think we got them? You know what I'm saying? It's already been here. That's old. You know what I'm saying? But the love of it will cause people to do anything. Kick doors. You know what I'm saying? Sell their body. Sell their soul. Rap about stuff that is you can plainly see is leading a group of people astray. Plainly see, we got rappers dying out here from drinking codeine. Niggas are dropping dead like flies for real. And so, but it was a group of individuals that, if you will, ministered that sound. You know what I'm saying? They sipping on some scissor. They ministered codeine to the people. You feel me? Not just them, but because that was a part of their reality. But at the same time, that was also a part of them getting that bag. You feel me? So yeah, I feel like people, they will do anything for that bag. Will say anything for that bag.
Yeah. In a nutshell, how do you feel about today's generation? What are your thoughts on these young guys and girls? Because a lot of people say the reason why they're like that, not all of them, most of them, they said the OGs dropped the ball somewhere. No one was there to teach these youngins that's coming up how to navigate through, whether it's, their music, entertainment, handling their business, being focused out here. What do you see is, I guess, plaguing this generation?
So are we talking about like this generation as it relates to music or the people in general?
Let's do it music first, and then we'll in general as a society.
As a society,
yes, you can tackle which one you want to with first, society or music.
I feel like they both going hand in hand. You know
what
I'm saying? Because the people that are rapping, they're rapping about their reality, which is a part of their society. I feel like the ball has been dropped years ago. It didn't just start in the 90s. It didn't just start in the 80s. It did way before that. And I don't always want to just attribute it to our black men. And I can only talk about my culture for real.
Of course.
I want to, just doing research. Let's talk about the government. Like, they dropped the ball on us. And I'm not taking responsibility away from the black man. But it's hard if all you see is poverty. You know what I'm saying? That's all you see. That's all you know. What you think you're going to do. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
real easy to get caught up in that, okay, I see the big bro making money doing what he's doing on the corner. I want to be like big bro. He got all the women. He got the fly car, dressed in the fresh gear, all this stuff. I wonder what he doing to make that money. Before you know it, you got 100 mini-me's. Turns into 1,000, 1,000,000 of them running around trying to be like big bro. It seems like it's sad in the case. And I want to talk about fashion too, especially the little boys, the men. They normalize it to dress like women.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk.
If you're listening to this, I don't want anyone to get upset. It's this conversation. I'm not attacking anyone, nor is A.M The Queen attacking anyone. We're just having dialogue. So let's get that straight real quick. They normalized it, I'm talking about this generation, to dress and feminize manhood.
Right.
And I just can't wrap my finger around it. What?
Let's talk about that. And let's talk about when I say, oh, he ringing.
Right now, Royale Urban is calling me on the podcast, and I cannot answer because I'm in the middle of an episode. So if you're listening to this in the future, you're next.
Come to see you next
right. But as soon as that's finished ringing, I'm edit all this out so it can pick up recording.
All right, 100.
Okay.
All right, good.
All right.
So, first things first, we have to talk about who's actually normalizing this, right? So we have to think about not the people who they're putting in front of the camera, because they just puppets, right? Who are the people behind the camera?
So we got to look at corporations.
We got to look at corporations.
Labels.
Who own these corporations? I'll tell you, the Ashkenazi Jews. These are the people who are putting our man in front of the camera and representing our population with only a certain group of people, a subculture. So they're definitely have a big to do with that, in my personal opinion. Like, as far as how we dress, you gotta think about who are these people stylists. And a lot of people don't know that the homosexual community has a big part of styling people in the industry that we see every day. You know what I'm saying? I think Chris Brown, and it's no shade to anybody, right? But I feel like I could talk about it because I was in that community. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I could talk about LGBT and all of that. It ain't, I ain't attacking nobody. This was my reality too. You feel me? So, but a lot of the stylists, they're homosexual. You know what I'm saying? They're part of that community. Yeah. So
I just think about, like, as far as like a man, like, if I was a child and I see my father, daddy got a blouse on, I would be conflicted, or that boy would grow up confused, right? No?
Again, it's a lot, you got a group of people that's gonna argue.
And I'm not trying to offend anyone. Please don't attack me in the comment section. Right, but y'all probably will anyway.
we trying to go somewhere, but at the same time, I feel like people have the right to have their own opinions and should not be attacked, because I feel like, and I'm gonna say this because I'm a part of the community. Yes, I feel like people get attacked when they have opinions about the community, but if we attack the community, it's an issue. You see what I'm saying? Don't be so sensitive that you're not sensitive to how other people feel too. Right. You feel me? It gotta go. If you want people to be sensitive to this lifestyle, you have to be sensitive to the lifestyle that they live. You know what I'm saying? So it shouldn't be always like, oh, you attacking me or you're homophobic. You know what I'm saying? Because phobia, according to the DSM-5, is actually a disorder. Damn. And people that don't agree with that lifestyle do not have it's actually offensive to people who actually deal with phobias. You can't call everybody transphobic because they don't agree. That's not how they grew up. That's not what they're used to, and they don't have to necessarily accept it to make you feel good. If that's how you want to live your life, live your life. You feel me?
Absolutely.
That's what it is.
Now, you've never been a person to shy away who you are. You always embraced who you are. When you see people attacking the LGBT community and things of that nature, transgenders and, like you said, homophobes, how does it make you feel when you see so much hatred towards a group of people? Which I hate the term group of people. They're people. And it seems that with terms like that, group of people, community, it creates division, in my opinion. But does that affect you anyway or offend you? Or you just continue to live your life like, what?
I'm going to tell you like this, like a lot of times with people, and again, I can say this because I'm a part of the community. I don't always feel like people are being attacked. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people are being offended. There's the spirit of offense, and it's very heavily on people. In period, everybody quick to get offended. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wear their heart on the sleeve. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Pop-Tart. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, everybody's so like, oh, they said that they don't want their son to be like this and da 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 da. Ain't that person right? If they say, I want my son to be a basketball player, ain't that they right? Like, that's their right to feel how they want to feel about the son that came from them. Mm-hmm. And so I feel like I don't be feeling, a lot of times, like I said, a lot of times when people like, oh, they're attacking the LGBT, like with Offset when he said queer, like you know what I'm saying, they is so bent out of shape.
They're
like,
up in arms.
They was up in arms, but that again, that opinion didn't represent everybody in the LGBT community. Mm-hmm. It didn't. So like that's a few people's opinion. Yep. Versus what about the other people in the LGBT community that actually didn't feel offended by that? They're like, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, it's not racism, or you know what I'm saying. It's not an ism. It's just like him saying that in the song. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I feel like that a lot of times those opinions don't represent how I feel about stuff. For real. I feel like people are too sensitive. Yeah. That's my person. They're too sensitive and they're too insensitive. Yeah. Period.
Do you think people make quick judgment when they find out someone is bisexual, gay, lesbian, and they kind of standoffish and they don't want to get close to that person because what if they would like me? Or have you experienced that? Like, oh, we can't be friends anymore.
I mean, I didn't experience. It's crazy. A lot of straight females like they want to be around me.
Really?
Like, yeah, like cause I'm cool. Like sometimes it might be something else. They be like, ooh, she cute. I'm like, I don't know. Had that. But I think like a lot of people like people are people. You know what I'm saying? I have had people that be like, she. Like, first of all, girl, you don't even look like me, so let's get that straight. You're not cute.
Pause. Is it true people that are gay or lesbian, they can spot another gay? Is that?
It's a spiritual.
They call it the radar or something. Gaydar. Is that true?
I mean, in my past, I wasn't.
You can tell, like, yep.
It always came down to attraction. So, like, in my past, I was never attracted to straight girls.
Never.
So
this leads to my next question. Go ahead.
In my time that I was attracted to a girl that to everybody appeared straight, I would find later on that she actually dabbled in that lifestyle, and so that just was always a confirmer for me. Like, dang, like that's a spiritual thing because spirit recognize spirit, real recognize real. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But we went off on a tangent. Oh, so I forgot. I'm sorry that I cut you off. No, people distancing themselves from you. When they find out, you said you experienced that a lot. Most people want to be friends with you and cool with you.
Yeah, like I experienced that with some females. Really, like, girl, like
ain't even like that.
I'm not a spider, like, and I feel like people, like I feel like, and it's crazy because I've met a lot of like males just on like the gay side, like straight men who don't care about being around homosexual dudes. Like I feel like you one of those dudes for real. No. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
It's not.
Like,
to me, you're just a person. Just like me. I don't care what your sexual orientation is. Like yo, you my homie. Let's
it's not a lot of males like that. And I found that some males who have strong aversions to that really be dealing with that internal struggle themselves. No. So like, but I know a couple of dudes that I'm cool with. They be like, they dap up a dude. Like, what's up, my dude? What's good with you? Like, it ain't nothing because it's like I'm so secure in my sexuality. I ain't worried about what you do. It ain't gonna make you're not gonna tarnish my image.
Please. You're not a spider. I love that. Here's the great age-old debate question that will never have an answer. Are people born gay or is it a decision? Your thoughts, A.M The Queen. Pick up the EP, Love on Replay, A.M The Queen, available where?
Tidal, Apple, Spotify.
Yes. I want to make sure people hear about this magnificent work that you put out. Born gay or is it a decision? Where you're at on this side of the fence?
On this side of the fence, I don't want to get too deep because I know you got a lot of questions. This is a deep topic.
It is.
It's a deep topic. I'm going to touch on about 2 or 3 points. Number one.
Okay.
The word of God says that we were all born and shaped into iniquity, right? I'm talking about biblical now, right?
Okay.
Everybody want to argue, I didn't mean that. It's in the Bible.
Yeah.
It is there. And people going to do what they want to do at the end of the day.
Or this may go over some people's heads.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's in there.
It's
Okay,
in
boom.
there.
It's in there as a sin. Get over it. Are you going to do it or not? All right,
Yes.
we got that part out the way.
Out
But
the
it does
way.
say that, you know, everybody is born and shaped into iniquity,
Okay.
right? So I was born into, if you will always call this a machine, a bioengineer created this body, right? And I'm in a machine that does not want to obey the law of this God that created it, right? So imagine you create a computer and it does everything opposite of what you created it to do, right? It does not please you, right? It does not do what you want it to do, what you created it to do.
Yes.
So I'm already in this machine, so that don't mean necessarily me. I'm born with the vulnerability to be into anything that doesn't please the Lord, whether it's fornication, whether it's me being a jealous person, whether it's me being a glutton, a gluttonous person, whether it's a person being a gambler, whether it's a person that's a alcoholic. I've already, the moment I stepped into this body, I was subjected to operate in sin, right? And here's the thing for me.
Yeah.
The thing for me is I recognize that people have feelings. Some people, they be like, I'm going to kill that dude. That's a feeling.
Yeah.
And it's at that moment that you realize that you feel like that you realize that you think like that. You have a decision to make. You feel me? So I feel like when I was younger, I had these feelings. And I made the decision to kiss, to have sex with, to be in a relationship, to be with. Like, it's people out here that feel like bombing something.
Yeah.
But the moment they decide to do it, they made a decision. And that's my take on it.
Gotcha. Say no more. Seems like a time to take a break. That was heavy, huh? What song you want to play next? Take us in the break. A.M The Queen.
Listen, I'm so. Let's do In the Air.
In the Air. There you have it. We'll be right back. Cloth Talk Podcast.
Just stay in the power of your mind. And also, let what you're going through come out and know too. Let that pain go, let that irritation flow, let all of that shit seep through your music. The beats, the melodies, all of it. Because 9 times out of 10 if it's emotional to you, it's going to be emotional to somebody else. Just stay in the power of your mind. And also, because 9 times out of 10 if it's emotional for you, it's going to be emotional to somebody else.
All right, welcome back to Cloth Talk Podcast with my guest, A.M The Queen. EP Love on Replay out now. Where can they find it again?
Tidal, Apple, Spotify, Amazon, Google Play, all these beautiful places.
All these places. And it's a reasonable price, right? It's not crazy.
Yeah, it's not crazy.
It's affordable.
It's very affordable.
Because you know how our black folk are. How much is it?
You ain't even got to buy it. You could just stream it.
For free.
Yeah, you can stream it and I get the,
Still get some coins.
I still get some coins.
Right on. All right, let's transition in. Your new project, you're working on it.
Yes.
How far are we into it?
Hey, you know what? I can say I'm 20-30%, but
Okay.
I know how I am. Like, I'm subject to changes. So
Really?
I can't even put a percentage on how far I am.
So everything that you got right now, all that can change or might not even be on there?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Every time I sit down to make something new, like, oh my gosh, this
a new idea
has to be there. You know what I'm saying? So it's always a new idea. It's always something fresh.
Yes.
But I definitely say I would have as far as the music goes, I got all the content.
All the content
Sure,
is
all
there.
the content. Yo, yeah.
We have a title yet?
Yeah.
Talk to me about the title.
Unconscious rapper.
That's right.
Yes.
The unconscious rapper. And you explained to me on the phone when we were setting this whole thing up, the concept of behind why you call it that. Go ahead and educate the people on why we call this next project the unconscious rapper.
The unconscious rapper.
Yes.
So it literally we're in the year of the mumbo rap.
Yes.
Right? And to people that is consciousness. That's their consciousness. That's their reality. Right? And then you have another group of people who, they unconscious for real. They talk. That's what they did to Jay-Z when he was talking about we don't do the money phone thing. I seen so many black people be rebellious and still put the money to their ear.
Yeah.
After Jay-Z said, "Well, we ain't doing that." Man, this dude unconscious for real. What he talking about?
Yeah.
Now, mind you, this dude with his wife, now he's like the second richest rapper next to P. Diddy, which is number one, right? But together with him and Beyonce, they worth like over $1 billion
Crazy.
collectively. So you talk about this person who not just acquired this money from the music industry, but other business ventures.
Yeah.
This is the person that we choose to rebel against and not listen to. To them, he's unconscious. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so like, it's so crazy because I ain't gonna lie, the sound, some of the beats are, I can definitely sell some of the beats to a mumbo rapper.
Really?
Right, but that's the beauty of it. That's the beauty, and then I don't feel like
I can't wait to hear this now.
Right, I don't feel like, I know you asked me earlier, do you feel like you change your sound to make it sound like that? Like I like them beats though.
Yeah.
And I love it, especially when I hear somebody that's actually talking about something on those beats. And so you gonna get songs and you gonna hear a hook. It's a song I got called European Money.
European Money.
I'm collecting Europeans. What they don't get is this is the hook, but you have no idea the history that I'm about to go into. But in the meantime, I'll be collecting these European coins.
Yeah, so it's one of those.
It's one of those like
over the head.
You gonna listen to it and you're like, oh, this a bank. Dang, she's talking about real estate.
So you gonna decide how to print them, huh?
I'm gonna decide how to print you. I'm the A.M The Queen.
Sure, talk about it.
So that's the and it's so funny. I got this. My twin got this picture of me on her Instagram, and I was like 5 years old, and I was looking real mean. I had my hand in my fist, and I'm like,
hand over fist.
That's the album. That's the album cover. Like,
really?
Yeah, unconscious rapper. So.
Now you said no features. None.
No features. Zero.
Is that by decision, by choice?
That's
I don't want nobody on this.
Yeah, it ain't no shade of nobody. It's just like, having the ability to do stuff on my own. I just want to be like, do it on my own. It's a rapper that I was thinking about. J. Cole, he self-produced. Like,
oh, yeah.
Definitely. He raw. You know what I'm saying? So this dude, his albums is going platinum.
Zero features.
Yeah, zero features. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And it wasn't because, boom, he needed features. It was just because, like, no, I gotta deliver this message. I gotta do this. This is my project. It ain't no shade, because it's gonna be projects in the future where I feature with people, but
as of now,
it's just A.M.
So that means you're not closed off to even getting on someone else's project. If someone wanted to work with you, like, hey, A.M The Queen, I heard your interview or whatever, your music, I like the collab. You're open to that. It's not like I'm not working with no one ever.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, I slowed down with working with people for real. Because
why? Explain.
I'm gonna just give it in a nutshell, because people is selfish.
Really?
Selfish, yeah. Like,
but that's how you expand your audience. More people get to hear you. Y'all hop on each other's stuff. Right. They were selfish. In what way? Like, they wanted to keep everything, or
it was just all about, boom. Like, if I hear a person like, yeah, I'm about to use you right here, and I'm like, hey, you doing this for me, that for me, like, no, bro, like, what you about to do for me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's all gimme.
It's all gimme, and this ain't that, you know. And that was that when I was younger, when I was in school. You know, same background for me, I do. As an adult,
get nothing in return.
No, like, it's a give situation. If you only got people around you because they can do stuff for you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't a good relationship. That's not a good music relationship. You feel me? I told you I take my dude's pictures for free, right?
Yeah.
But in turn, he's giving me content. We're working for each other. Of course, in all actuality, I'm really putting more of the work in as far as post-production, but he's still the content there that I need to help me get to where I want to go.
It's a give and take.
It's a give and take relationship. Yeah, so,
and most people wasn't.
I found all.
They didn't want to give back.
They didn't want to give back. I never heard that. I want you to do this. I want you to do. I need you on this. It's like, no, cause I gotta work on my own music.
Yeah. Now, Love on Replay 5 songs. The Unconscious Rapper, you said you're gonna bless us.
I'm gonna bless y'all like 12 to 15.
12 to 15 records. Any skits? Straight music?
You know I'm goofy, man. You know I'm goofy, so you know I'm gonna have a couple grandmas on there. I'm gonna have a couple grandmas on there.
Yes.
That good talk.
There, I forgot to ask. Wrapping up with not the interview yet, but Love on Replay. Who is that project for? Who needs to hear that?
A person that's a lover. Mm-hmm. A person that's in need of love. A person that's in need of positive energy. I've been told, like, I told you I play for my church every Sunday, every Wednesday. I'm the music leader in my church.
Oh, you music leader?
Yeah, I'm the music leader there. And so I had a woman come up to me after church. She said, the moment I walked in, the spirit of depression came away from me. And when she said that, I started thinking about any of my biblical people out there, about how David, when the Bible says that an evil spirit came from the Lord and tormented Saul, right? I ain't about to get too deep in the story. Mm-hmm. Saul had been disobedient. So it was an evil spirit that God sent out, because God's so smooth, he'll use the devil and his angels to get what he wanted to get done.
Don't go over their heads.
All right, my bad. So again, he was tormented by this oppressive spirit, and every time David would play, the spirit would leave. And so when that woman said she walked into the church, she said, oh, the spirit left me. That's immediately what I went to. And there's been times where I done felt down, bad, and I would hear the Holy Spirit say, play Love on Replay. And I'd be good. I'd be Gucci. And so that is for that person. That's right for that person too.
Love it. You're not out here just making music just to make music. You have a purpose. Yeah. You're on a mission.
I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to wake people. Really, I'm on a mission to wake our people up for real. That's another story for another day.
The 2 years? Wake up?
Wake up.
2 years, wake up. You briefly talked to me about that you want to start a sunglass business. Yeah. Sunglasses. Talk to me about that. You're always dabbling.
Doing something. Yeah, man.
Where'd that come from? Sunglasses.
It was crazy. I told you I was on workers' compensation, so I was down.
Yep.
Right, I was down. I wasn't in school I was down for 2 years. Right. And in those 2 years, I realized, wait a minute, I have a lot of time on my hands. So I started a book. Mm-hmm. and I started drawing. I could draw.
I never knew you can draw.
Yeah, I could draw.
Oh man.
And so I started drawing these sunglasses.
So you're actually sketching them out?
Yeah, I'm actually sketching them out. I'm actually coloring them in. I'm giving them names and doing series of this stuff. So I got like over 50 pair of sunglasses drawn in this book that I have. Of course, I just moved, so I don't know where it's at.
It's somewhere in the bag.
It's somewhere in the box.
In the box.
But I was just waiting on the right time. It's all about timing. You know what I'm saying? So all of these little side hustles, doing photography, you know what I'm saying? Not so much side hustles, but all these revenue streams, different streams of income were purpose to fund each other. You know what I'm saying? That was the purpose. Oh, I got bread from a photo shoot. Let me go buy some music equipment. You know what I'm saying? So when I feel comfortable and in a place where I can say, boom, I can invest this much into somebody who can actually create these glasses. Like a 3D, I might get them 3D printed because that's huge right now, right? 3D printing. Or actually finding a manufacturer without taking out a loan, because I got businesses that can fund each other.
You got it all planned out.
I wouldn't necessarily I got it planned out, but it's a purpose on the inside of me, and it's a process to getting these things laid out. I will say it like that.
Yes.
Because I definitely ain't got it all planned out. I know.
But the vision is there.
The vision is there.
And the drive, the passion.
The vision is there. So as I write the vision and make it plain, it's going to come into fruition.
Talk to us about your photography business too.
I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to be a model in college. I used to do the little runway stuff.
Yeah,
and I
shows that they had.
Little shows that they had. And it was a point, I was slimmer then. But I definitely, I had the build for it, the face for it, all of that. And two, like, I modeled when I was a kid, for real. You know what I'm saying? Me and my twin did a lot of modeling shows when we were younger.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So it'd be like, boom, this little tomboy coming to these like show or these tryouts and actually teaching the girls there how to walk in heels. That's how I used to be. Dead ass. Hey,
cold,
right? They didn't even know, like, oh, she just did a mannequin turn. What's that? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So, shoot, I lost track of what was the question again?
Your photography business. So start with you wanting to model and stuff.
Started with me wanting to model, and then being in school, you meet people that got cameras, you meet these people and they want to have sex with you. It's the bottom line. That's what I experienced a lot.
A lot of people want to get in your pants.
They like, what's good? Like, we can take these pictures. You know how dudes is. They
now that I think about it, there was a lot of dudes that wanted a piece of you, to say the least.
Yeah, you see crazy.
Hey, who that girl you be hanging with? That
little tomboy, right?
Yeah, I'm like, all
right. Little tomboy.
Oh,
the
man.
nigga you love to hate.
Don't nobody like you? Hey, come here real quick.
But yeah, so goofy, man. But like, I ran into a lot of that, and then I was like, man, I need to make a couple pieces of paper besides this little work study I'm getting.
That work study,
yeah. So I started that photography business in college, and I did research before I got any of the equipment.
So you did your due diligence.
I did my due diligence. I wrote stuff down. Just so happens I got cool with Randall Shakir. Shout out to Randall. That's one of my favorite people in the whole wide world. He taught me how to do photography. Bought a camera off of him. That's where it began.
Yeah. So that's a long-term thing for you for now? Yeah. Would you call it a passion or something that you love?
It's a passion. It's a business. It's fun. When I get down bad and I get that call, oh yeah, I'm about to pay you $500.
Waiting on that call.
Yeah, waiting on that call. You don't know when it's coming, but it's coming. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's a passion. Honestly, I like to shoot people who are more photogenic. But also I like to shoot in nature. That's where I started. You ain't got to tell nobody how to pose or nothing. The caterpillar is sitting right there waiting on you to get that angle. So yeah, it's a passion. It's a way of life. Something that I really, really enjoy doing. I love taking pictures.
Nice. Sure. Final question. You're all about education, inspiring, uplifting people. Why? Where did that come from?
That's a good question. I don't, you know, I'm not gonna say I knew exactly where it came from. I just realized at a young age that I had a desire to acquire knowledge, and I realized that I knew how to distribute it to people in a way that they can relate to it. So, for instance, when I worked at Camp Joy, I worked with a lot of, you know, young Caucasian people. But I was still able to talk about God or talk about struggle or talk about politics to them. And they would sit like at my feet and listen to me. You know what I'm saying? Or I had the ability to be in church and talk to people that are, you know what I'm saying, 2 or 3 decades older than me. And really like, man, you just really changed my life. You know what I'm saying? And it was like when I realized I had the gift of teaching, that's when I realized like, boom. I need to put this in my music.
It all clicked right there.
So that's it right there.
That's it right there. Wow. Any last message for the people, anyone who listen to this? Matter of fact, where can they connect with you at? Is there social media they can follow you on? If they want to connect with you, go plug away.
Plug away. Man, I got like 3 Facebook. But just on the personal side, on Facebook, if you want to connect with me, it's Annette James. Real simple, Annette James. If you see a pretty brown-skinned black girl with blonde locks, that's me. Yes. On Instagram, I have 2 pages. So you got A.M The Queen. That's my, you know, my personal life where my music stuff is at too. I have a link in my bio for, you know, Apple, iTunes if you want to purchase some music.
Yes.
And then we got the photography page.
Yeah, if somebody needs some
somebody
shots.
needs some pictures. You got wait a minute, time out, because I got 2 minutes. Yes. Don't beat me up, but it's 2 minutes. Okay, yeah, it's right. So A.M James _ photography. That is my Instagram. That's my IG photography page.
Yes.
AMTheQueen.com is coming soon. Okay, so that's in the works right now. I got the domain name for it. I got the platform.
Launching the website soon.
Launching the website soon.
You're a busy woman.
Hey,
trying to make it happen.
Gotta get it in. I'm trying to be like you and your wife.
Hey. Love. Appreciate
all love.
There you have it. A.M The Queen. Make sure you go pick up that EP, Love on Replay, available now. Pretty much on all music platforms you can find it. Just type in, I guess, A.M The Queen. It'll pop up. And once again, they see a pretty brown-skinned girl with the colored dreads.
That's me.
That is the correct one. Yeah. All right. Thanks for tuning in to Cloth Talk Podcast. We'll catch you next time. Peace. Hold on. Wait. Before you go, if you enjoy that episode of Cloth Talk Podcast, do yourself a favor, hit that subscribe and follow button. Also, rate this podcast, share this podcast, and like this podcast. If you are an artist or know anyone who is an artist that would love to get their music played, send that to clothtalk5@gmail.com. Once again, that is clothtalk5@gmail.com. See you next time.